Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Deep Cuts Reactions, and my name's Greg. And I was just talking about kind of the duality of the Southern thing, and played some Tom Petty. And here's a great example. People look at us as being some monolithic, bullshit. And here's an example of just the opposite of that. This is Wilson Pickett, and they're there in Fame Studios in Muscle Shoals, and Duane Allman was one of the session men there for a while, and he was able to convince Wilson Pickett to do the song Hey Jude, a British song done by a black singer with a white musician, and that's kind of how it was. I mean, those boys from Muscle Shoals, they were a bunch of redneck looking white boys, and they produced some of the best soul music there's ever been. So let's listen to all those guys backing up Wilson Pickett. Hey Jude.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her in your heart, then you can start to make it better. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. The minute you let her under your skin, then you'll begin to make it better. Anytime you feel the pain, hey Jude, refrain. Don't carry the world upon your shoulder. For you know that it's a fool who plays it cool by making the world a little bit colder. Hey Jude, don't let me down. You found her, now go on out and get her. But remember to let her in your heart, then you can start to make it better. So let it out and let it in. Hey Jude, begin. You waited for someone to perform with. And don't you know that it's just you? Hey Jude, you do the movements you need. It's on your shoulder. Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song, make it better. Just remember to let out of your skin, then you'll begin to make it better. Ow! Ah, Judy. It's gonna be all right. Judy, Judy.
See now, that's one of those songs that I think they did that in one take. Uh, at least the vocal and Duane in there. They may have added the horns and stuff later, but I don't know. But you know, nobody wanted to do the song, and Duane was able to persuade Wilson to do it, and he was kind of screwing up the words there, but it's like, hey, when it's a take, it's a take, and there's so much music in rock and roll where it's just done one take, two takes, you know, it's just incredible. And then there's other recording sessions that take months, you know. I know there was, oh my God, when the Byrds were first starting out, and the the first song that they did, which was I can't remember the song, but it was a big hit, you know. But anyway, the Byrds weren't there for the recording session. It was just uh, shit. What's his name? I can't remember. My brain's not working. Uh, but just the guy on the 12-string Rickenbacker guitar, it was just him, and so the recording session went really easy. They had him on the Roger McGuinn. Sorry, like I say, brain farts. But they had him, on guitar, and then the rest of it was session musicians, and it all was quick and easy. And they were glad because the rest of the Byrds, when they get in there in the studio, there'd be arguments. They'd have to redo it over and over and over. It costs money for that studio time and all that, But sometimes when you just whip something out, it's great. It's great. I can't remember there's so many songs that people wrote in 10 or 15 minutes. I was just hearing the other day about Instant Karma, by John Lennon. He wrote that in an hour. And then he went into the studio and recorded it in another 2 hours. And it was done. 3 hours for a classic song. I just think it's amazing. But anyway, I hope y'all like that. And I will be back when I'm back. So hit like, subscribe, and we'll see y'all then. Bye-bye.